Good afternoon, church. Welcome to another Tuesday with Pastor Elias. This past week, a few of us decided to go through a book on Revelation and discipleship. And as I've been reading through Revelation, there's just so many things that pop out. But the first thing that popped out to me was in chapter 2 when John is writing to the church in Ephesus here. And so from chapter 2, verses 2 through 4. I know your deeds, your hard work, and your perseverance. I know that you cannot tolerate wicked people, that you have tested those who claim to be apostles but are not, and have found them false. You have persevered and have endured hardships for my name, and have not grown weary. Yet I hold this against you. You have forsaken the love you had at first. And when I think of one of my biggest critiques of the church before I was a Christian, was that it seemed like there was a lot of people, maybe not, it could have been in my own head, but there were some people that had been in the faith or claimed to be Christians for most of their life, yet they did not demonstrate any type of Christ-like love. And I think that's something we have to be wary of, church, as we go through life, as we interact with people, as we meet new people, as our trust gets broken, as our hearts get broken, as we get double crossed, as bad things do tend to happen, it can harden us. I know people that have worked in management for years and years, and they say one of their biggest struggles is they have seen the full breadth of humanity. They've seen the best, they've seen the worst. More oftentimes, they probably have seen the worst. When you think of your own life, and you think of maybe the reason that you are a Christian, or maybe the reason you aren't a Christian, and it's part of that is the role that people play in your lives. If you come across a lot of people that are hypocritical, across a lot of people that say they are Christian, but everything they do says otherwise, then you'll wonder, why would I even want to be a part of that? And same goes the other way. When you see people that bash the faith, and you see people that are being very negative and all that, and they want nothing to do with God, then you start to see the beauty of the gospel and the truth of the gospel, and that can help in that aspect. But when you think of where you are today, especially if you are a Christian, it's probably because somebody spoke truth into your life. But most importantly, there was an aspect of love there. And I'm not talking about, being at a revival, or, one of Billy Graham's crusades or something like that, or, a concert. I'm talking about the long term here. I'm not talking about just your conversion. I'm talking about your faith in general. It's because somebody poured into you. And that's what I want to challenge you today, church, to not lose what is most important. And that's the love. Here John writes, I know what you've done. Your hard work, how you've persevered. I know that you don't tolerate these wicked people. I know that you have tested those who claim to be apostles and have found them false. You've persevered and endured hardships for my name and have not grown weary. And I know I've touched on a couple of those things in the last few weeks. Yet, there's one thing missing. Yet I hold this against you. You have forsaken the love you had at first. Think of that feeling you had when you first came to know Christ. Accept Him as your Lord and Savior. That love that just boils out. And I know for me, it just felt like I could never do enough for Jesus Christ. But after a few years and bad experiences and some just life, it wears you out. And you persevere and you push through and you do everything you're supposed to do. But the love just isn't the same. It's not that same zeal for the Father's house. It's become something else. It's become guarded. People now have to earn that right to be loved. And I understand it's hard, but think of how Christ loved us. To die for us. The choice he made to die for us, to overcome sin. That is the example that we are to follow. Not these examples we see in the world. Not these examples that other people show us. When I was reading through that verse in Revelation chapter 2, it just reminded me of 1 Corinthians 13 and the importance of love. 1 Corinthians 13, verses 1 through 3. If I speak in the tongues of men or of angels, but do not have love, I am only a resounding gong or a clanging cymbal. If I have the gift of prophecy and can fathom all mysteries and all knowledge, and if I have a faith that can move mountains, but do not have love, I am nothing. If I give all I possess to the poor and give over my body to hardship, that I may boast, but do not have love, I gain nothing. That's the challenge today, church. Has your love become guarded? Do you ration your love? Or is your love unbridled? Is your love a reflection of the love of Christ for the people of God? Is your love changing lives? Because I guarantee you, when you quit guarding your love, when you quit rationing out your love, it will radically change your life. And yes, there's going to be people that take advantage of you. Yes, there's going to be people that hurt you. Yes, there's going to be people that think you're stupid or weak or whatever. Who cares what those people think? Those won't be the people that we face at Judgment Day. Those aren't the people that dictate where we are in our faith journey. That is between you and God. So I encourage you today, church, go forth in love. Do not ration it. Do not rein it in. Be unbridled. Be passionate. Love people. What's the 2 great commandments? Love God with all your mind, heart, soul, body, and strength. And love your neighbor. Just love yourself. That's the challenge day, church. Y'all have a great day. And I look forward to being with you soon. June 7th, we kick back off in service. So look forward to seeing you there.